I did that. Hello, David. How are
G'day,
you?
Irina. I'm good. I'm doing all right. What about you?
We're doing really well. What I'm really thrilled about is, as you're aware, we're into almost 2.5 years of the Better Living Group. We have learned so much and we've done so much and we've pivoted. Initially, it was just so that we could get together regarding the investments and all of that sort of stuff. Well, we've now developed, and what we've done is we've had 2.5 years of learning and making sure that we actually get to know everybody and we get to understand what it is they're after, and it's my big thing is everyone, we have a vision which is making life worthwhile. We have values of integrity, honesty, giving and sharing, an inquiring mind, compassion, and being in a position to actually help each other. And that I've seen develop over the last, particularly over the last 12 months. So what has happened is, as people come in and we see them chat and we see different areas that they have concerns in, and two particular areas not so long ago, one was power of attorneys and the other one was wills. So you and I have discussed this. We had a look at them. They raised some really significant issues. So what we did, had ourselves on the back, is we actually went and did a flip book.
A flip book?
And in
Yep.
that flip book, sorry, David, in that flip book, we actually covered a whole range of areas. And I was really impressed with the way you pulled it all together, with the chats you had with Lorraine and others, so that you could make sure that we got all the right information. So, David, over to you.
Well, thanks, Irina. Yes, there's a lot of research gone into this little publication that we've produced. And I'm just about to show a picture of the cover that we've produced. And we called it Going, Going, Gone because it relates to various stages within your life. Well, in the introduction to the book, which I'm going to relate to now, I think we'd all appreciate that we go through various stages of our lives. You know, when we're young, healthy and active, life can be pretty easygoing, and the thought of death or disability or permanent injuries, it's usually far from our minds, or we just put them off as it's too hard or threatening a task to do so. But we all know there are certain things we should do. And as we grow older, these issues tend to become more upfront in our minds. However, there are some aspects that we really should action at an early stage. You know, for example, you know, do you have a will? It doesn't matter how old you are. We can all get involved in a car accident and get killed, you know, at any age. So in that way, you have control over, you know, what you want with your estate and certain requests that you may have. So this book, it strives to provide you with some information to consider about how you carry out your intentions throughout and after your life, and some vehicles to help you achieve these intentions. So within the book, there are various live links to types of information sourced from organisations relevant to the state of Victoria. They can be from state organisations, or they can be from community organisations. We've just searched and put in there some of the relevant ones we believe will be useful for you. And we've put the links in there because as the links are updated, they will automatically update within the book. Well, that's what we hope to do anyway. And the book itself will be progressively updated over time to ensure that it remains relevant and current. So the book consists of 3 chapters. And as the name of the book, or the title of the book is, the first chapter is called Going, and that part of the going is when you're alive, and it relates to mostly power of attorney. The second section is Going, and that's when you're on the way out or dying, whether either now or in the future. And you want to exercise control over how you're treated in that time, and the wishes that you want while you're on the way out, or you know, not necessarily now but in the future. And the last one is, of course, when you're gone, you're dead, you're deceased, and you need a will to actually determine how your estate is distributed amongst your friends or your family friends. And, you know, maybe there's some special donations that you want to make, or maybe even some gifts that you want to do of particular items. So just quickly, a power of attorney, there's 3 basic types. There's a general non-enduring power of attorney, which is only in existence while you want it to be. There's a supportive power of attorney, which will help with someone else to help you make some decisions, or maybe fill out forms, or maybe get you to medical treatment or whatever. And there's a general or enduring power of attorney, which covers financial, legal and personal decisions, and it stays in force until such time as you die. Now, at that time, that's when your will take over. Oh, one other thing before I get to wills, it's also important to have an advanced care directive and appoint a medical treatment decision maker. And the reason for that is that if you do get to the point where you can't do certain things, you may need someone to carry out your wishes and to know your thoughts or intentions about how you want to die, or not live in pain or disability, or linger longer with an unacceptable quality of life. And so once you get past that stage, then the final one is the last will and testament, and that, as I said, looks at how you distribute your estate and gifts and things like that. So when you look at this book, you'll see there's some blue typing in there, and they are live links to various areas. So one of the ones here is well, let's go to this is one that is from Victorian Legal Aid, and this is where it talks about making a valid will and some of the things you should consider when you do it. I don't want to go into the detail of this today. I just want you to know that this is how the book works. It takes you to information instead of you having to go and search for it yourself. It'll take you there. There's also, so in this one of Advanced Care Directive, under the Victorian Health Department, this is the page you'll be looking at for advanced care directives, or medical treatment planning and decisions. And that's the Act there, 2016, that it relates to. Gives you a lot of information here. And you'll see below there the little red marks. They are actually documents that you can download and either fill in or get instructions on how they work. So again, no details at this stage. We'll do separate sessions on these when it happens. And we also did another flip book talking about wills, and it still needs to be finished as well, but it looks like this. And you'll notice that the cover is very similar to the one that I've shown you already. And this one just takes you through some of the things to consider, scenarios, other things to consider. And there is actually a wills kit in here, which you can access on this page here. Again, we're not going into the detail of this today. I just want you to know that it's available. And so that's basically all I wanted to show you about these at the moment. As I said, going, gone is what we've called it. It just lightens it up a little bit, doesn't make it sound too serious. And hopefully, as I said from as time goes on, we'll make it more relevant or more current to our needs, and hopefully those links will update properly as well. So that's about all I wanted to tell you at this stage. We'll be having 3 more of these sessions on each individual chapter, and hopefully that will flesh out what we've had to say today. So I'll just close that up now.
Thanks, David. What I'm really looking forward to is everyone joining in and sort of helping each other with what we're doing. I'm actually quite excited about where I see all of this heading. So thanks. I think we're going to have an absolutely brilliant 2024.
And hopefully we'll see you all in the next 3 sessions.
All the best.